Nuzrath, the modern glamour of ancient royal Mughal Darbar. No, no. But you thought was wrong. I'm here not for such business. Ah, first of all, hello everyone. Behold, this candle in my hand is just lit now. In no time, every corner of this darbar is to be lightened with the luminosity of candles. The sound of anklet bells will accentuate the radiance of the candles. The mind-blowing expressions of Nach girls will intensify the brightness of the candles. Nevertheless, this lone candle owns not a demanding light yet. It is an unwavering promise that the light will be dazzling. Yet, I am the one who is dutiful not to make this foam a raging fire. Ouch! The fire completely slipped my mind. No, I myself will not let it burst in flames. Undoubtedly, this elegance will ignite you and me. And all of these. By the way, do you know who I am by any chance? I'm a recounter, a storyteller. I will relate a magnificent story today as well, for you. Traditional Kathak dancing in India was immensely molded and developed within several eras, passing eons after eons. Originated during epoch of Devdasi. Dancing is not merely amusement, but an inseparable spiritual part of religious venerations. Throughout the course of the era of Devdasi, dancing emerged as the devotional medium of praising God's Almighty. You would be wondered to hear that these Nach girls, Devdasis, were devoted to Madiras, temple complexes. Consequently, this veneration of dancing devoted for God's Almighty received an invaluable spiritual value, meaning, and its own recognition. Everything in this evolving world is subjected to change. Time causes for altering the form. The invincibility affected Kathak as well. Through the course of time, everything changed. The ones who were adaptable, who were able to bend without breaking, were allowed to enjoy their positions in Kathak. Nonetheless, the ones who could not embrace the shifts in life had to show the exit themselves. Time flew swiftly. Kingdoms collapsed. Some kingdoms escalated. Mughal Empire centralized its power and peaked under Akbar, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. The Mughal era from 16th to 18th century transformed Kathak from a sacred temple storytelling tradition into a sophisticated, highly stylized court art. Under royal patronage, it blended Persian and Central Asian aesthetics with Hindu traditions, introducing complex footworks, rapid spins, and graceful gestures, while shifting from devotional to entertainment-focused performance. Thus, dancers and musicians were elated to perform to their best to amuse the regal patronage. When Gungru, musical anklet bells, rings on a serene and silent stage for a considerable amount of time, history gives birth to dancing. That is Ahmad. Ahmad, from Persian meaning arrival or entrance, in Kathak is a graceful foundational introductory piece performed at the beginning of a dance recital. The graceful ringing of gungrus turns into a song when it is blended with the graceful gestures of complex footwork and the beat of the heart. Ahmad is the lifeline of this royal darbar. Ahmad is the great first step of royal hymn. At the moment where the serenity of gloomy night disappears, the mighty leadership of the Emperor of Mughal Darbar enters. The pishtak of the stage are opened. The rising, ringing of ghungroos resembles the cavernous voice of past. Today, at this moment, rises the journey of the royal Kathak dance. This luminous stage has converted into a traditional regal darbar. With the respect and grade of the emperor, the male dancer enters with his regal Ahmad. While Ahmad is generally characterized by its slow, graceful tempo and a salutation to the audience, the male Ahmad often emphasizes great energy, vigor, and at times more expansive movements compared to the softer, lascivious style typically associated with female performance. This is not an ordinary entrance. This is the symbol of extraordinary entrance of power and hollow deepness. This leads to emerge his strong performing soul with the royal respect and solemnity. The gungru, ringing slowly, approaches to the sense, breaking the tranquility of a serene night. With the fragrance of the city Lucknow, the uniqueness of Lucknow Gharana was enriched with the proficiency, romantic and erotic sentiment, and cultural aesthetics. In this moment, a royal marching excellence, an agreement between rhythm and complex gestures, a repertoire of emotional expression and erotic romance, an idiosyncrasy of Lucknow tradition, a regal arrival from ancient darbar to sophisticated stage. The performance on Mugal Darbar expresses beyond mere amusement. It is a language of folks. It is an aesthetic expression. It is a spiritual expression of the soul. It is a historic epoch of tradition. Explicitly, this is the complete soul of Lucknow. you.